So a very warm welcome. Good evening, Ranjana ji, and it is my pleasure. I am representing Story Behind the Name. My name is Priti Sharma, and we will be going through your amazing life journey. In this interview, short interview, it's not possible to undergo the entire life experience that you have had, but we will try to understand your amazing life journey through a couple of questions. And of course, please feel free to add your own inputs or any other story that you feel like, in between the interview. So please do not restrict yourself to my questions, but anywhere you feel that you want to add something, please feel free. Yeah. So allow me to start with the first very, very basic question. What inspired you to start, or what was the motivation behind this venture of yours, India Redefined?
See, India Redefined, we started in 2009. But the very idea why we started it is that why it came in visionary's mind. I'm not the visionary. Visionary is Ranjana Kanti. Okay. So he started it with the thought in his mind that we have actually left governance to people who are not really our representative. We have left policy to people who do not feel they are accountable to us. And we have left environment, slum, literacy to NGOs, social workers, now to corporates for their CSR, who all are struggling without our support. So who are we? We are the citizen of this nation, or in any nation. Citizen, they are very, very fond of talking about their rights, but they shy away even talking about our responsibilities as citizens of the country. So came this idea of India Redefined. India Redefined registered like an NGO. The Safed Trust is the entity name, legal entity name, but it is actually a common united platform, you can say. A platform for citizens, for experts, for corporates, for NGOs, they are already empaneled, for NRIs, for global Indians, for students, for project professionals, for implementation partners, auditors, technology providers. Any organization can empanel with us. And we already have thousands of organizations, NGOs, and more than 13 lakh people who are with us on this platform. So why I talked about who are we, a citizen of India? Because see, it is the citizen sector, we call it like a movement to create responsible and empowered citizens who turn into doers by bringing about behavioral change. And we are aiming not to benefit anyone, we are aiming just to make more doers. So the citizen sector, we called it the fourth sector, because anywhere in this world, either government sector is working or NGO sector is working, corporate sector through their CSR are working, but for whom they are working for the common people, the citizen sector. So citizens, we brought the fourth sector. Fourth sector first in 2009 to work for the country by launching just 35 very small campaigns, which anyone, not even a social worker, any individual can do for the society, for the country. And then we started empaneling with NGOs and all these people I said. So the citizen sector, that also we call it citizen empowerment movement. Means India Redefined was started like a social experiment by bringing these citizens, but that started emerging like a people's movement in last 13 years to create the unified diversity, I can say, of the subcontinent known as India into diversified unity of happy India. This line I'm quoting as our visionary said, that we will try to make it a happy India, which may sound very utopian. For that, we brought the citizen sector first. And then we started empaneling with all other sectors. The citizen sector also started becoming like a pressure group. It started becoming like anti-corruption movement. Okay, apart from, but without any dharna, morcha, without pointing fingers on others, without talking about this is corruption, that corruption, no. By doing good works. Because normally movements are against something. We always come together when we are against something. Like in so many countries, in our country, independent movement, that is against something. We we do a lot of good work, but we do good works अलग अलग अच्छे काम करते हैं. We do good work separately. One person is doing, one NGO is doing, that NGO is doing, that person is doing. We don't come together on one platform positively to work for country. We come on one platform when we are against something. So we brought so many people, organizations come together on one platform positively to work for country. Okay, so that is the uniqueness of India Redefined. So, Preeti, should I go ahead, or you have some other question in mind?
Yes, one question that is popping up is you started in 2014, if I'm right, and you started
2009.
2009. 2009, and you said that you started with 35 small movements, right?
Not movements, campaigns.
Campaigns.
Activities.
35 small campaigns, and it seems like a dream as to how you have unified it. So would you like to shed some light as to how you converted from campaign, which, as rightly mentioned by you, so many NGOs does, but most attractive part was focusing on the fourth sector, as you said, rightly mentioned, the citizens, because
Yes.
you are absolutely right that we want our rights, but no one wants to take the responsibility. So how did you convert this, from campaign to such a wider movement?
See, it was not easy thing, because when in 2009 our visionary discussed with me that we are going to start this, he said that you will not get any resource. If you are happy with the idea, we will do it. Why he chose me? Not because I was some special person or this thing, but he had seen me in his life doing a lot of social works. Those my own life was made into 35 campaigns, you can say. Whatever I could do, I was always making doers. Whatever things, whatever activities I was doing, those were made into campaigns. So I had the grassroots idea of how we can do things, because I myself had done those things. Like awareness programs in slums for street children, working for visually handicapped, education for children of migrant workers, street children, helping right affected people, sometimes representing economically weak students in school, this thing, programs for children of illiterate parents, and then free school, sometimes organizing programs for communal harmony, sometimes providing free computer literacy for senior citizens also, and slums and underprivileged also. By training, I am a graphic designer and animator myself, and he had seen me doing things and making doers in that. कि अगर पेड़ लगाए तो साथ में बहुत सारे लोगों को तैयार कर दिया who are doing that. अगर ब्लाइंड्स के लिए ऑडियो कैसेट बनाए तो thousands of people in Navi Mumbai, still there are so many people who are making the audio cassettes for blinds, because all the books are not in braille, and printing is very expensive in braille, so they are still making. अगर किसी भी कोई भी anything I was doing, I was making doers. So he wanted to make me a force multiplier. At the same time, he told me that for 10, 11 years, you forget about any donation. You have to ask people to donate their time. You have to make doers, not donors. So only resource I had was one computer, one table, one chair. In my husband's office, my husband is Ranjana Kanti, who is the visionary of India Redefined. So he told me that you are not going to get any resource. So one was that okay, when we asked people to donate their time, and we wrote in our website and social media, we started promoting it little, that okay, donate your time, and some NGO asking for time donation without money, that attracted people. That made this thing that you can say that was becoming the first success, where we were asking to donate their time, and we said that we want to make doers, not beneficiaries. One more thing was there. He said that we want to make India Redefined amalgamation of different visions. Not that कि एक vision है उसको आप follow करो. No, we don't want followers. And then when he made me face of a common person, then one more problem was coming in the beginning, because it started becoming popular very fast. First year in 2009 only, we got Best Humanitarian Initiative of the Year award. Some Women Leaders awards I got. So when you get award and media coverage we started getting, then you start that, because someone has to go and take award. So I was started becoming like a leader. Then leaders make the followers. Okay. So no leader can. It is very difficult for leaders to make leaders, and we wanted to make leaders. So I had to remain like a common person. So we stopped taking award media coverage in 2022 only, when we started becoming like a CSR hub, when we started asking for corporates to sponsor our programs and give their CSR this thing. Then this need of media and the need of taking some little awards and all came, and we started doing. Otherwise, before that, it was just we were empaneling, or these organizations. Empaneling means we were not employing. They were not the employees of India Redefined, that all experts, all the project professionals, all the technology providers, all the NGOs, they are, no, they were just empaneling with us. And NGOs were getting benefited by us by doing their activities on our banner. Because of that, they were getting donations and they were getting supporters too. In fact, our own supporters too. And we were not still not charging anything from us. So we were just giving to the society. And the small business houses like SMEs and all, suppose they are selling a product or they are selling their services. So both ways we were trying to make this social sector program with their technology. Suppose up solar you are selling, or you are selling a water purifier, you are selling a soap or anything, you are selling a product or services. So they were getting benefited by us by empaneling with us. We were helping them that their product should reach the masses, to villages in India, to the underprivileged, for environment maybe. So they were making these projects, and they were themselves finding sometimes sponsors for that, social sector projects. So they were benefited. NGOs were benefited by our this thing. And these common people, they were benefited by that. Each, see, we all have grown up reading the stories of Ram or Krishna or Lakshmi Bai or Jesus or Guru Nanak or this thing. So I was always telling people that you make your own story related to society. Lakshmi Bai's story or Subhash Chandra Bose's story is not about their personal bank account or something. That story is related to society and the country and the globe, and how for this earth, what they did. So I was trying to tell people that you make your own story related to society and the country. We are giving you platform. You yourself will become force multiplier. You will be called the doer, and you will be you can make many doers. Like suppose before India Redefined, when I was just doing some social work, as people call, I don't even call them social works. like helping these economically deprived housewives in stitching, and helping by getting some a person who can train them in stitching. कोई samosa बनाते हैं, कोई stitching करता है, कोई embroidery करता है. Now no one will give their sari in a slum to get the fall, and no one will buy a samosa from the slum. So when I was doing this, I was trying to give them market also. Because of me, I was trying to put their this thing in the shop so that she earns. So it is in a way a small scale industry, you can say. I was trying to do this thing that, so the one place citizens started following my own life, that how they can help these so many small scale business they can people can do by this spices making, embroidery, so many this thing. On the other side, slowly we were becoming a CSR hub, when a one-stop solution for all the social development programs. We started making our own programs, our NGOs programs. We started making for technology providers and the business houses, how they were promoting their products and services into the social sector. And now we became like a CSR hub. Anywhere from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, if any funding comes for any kind of CSR this thing, we can do that project very nicely. So whatever I was doing, like awareness programs in slum for vaccination, sanitation, hygiene, I was doing before India Redefined. I started vermiculture projects, carpet segregation, conducted campaigns of environment conservation, relocation of street hawkers, organized various programs in municipal schools, street plays, population control, anti-plastic, corruption. So those things I did and made doers and started doing something else. So when India Redefined started, so citizen sector, everything was written on the website. So they were performing that, and to make it like India Redefined program, they were putting their banner of us. The banner designs were giving. They were putting the banner of us. NGOs were putting that India Redefined in association with this NGO or this corporate. We are doing this, because slowly by that we were becoming like a pressure group at many places. Anti-corruption at many places, without dharna, morcha and all. It started. So everything I was just organizing, coordinating the whole thing. Coordinating, like students are doing internship, still 5,000-6,000 students do internship programs. So I'm coordinating the things, and we also make coordinators in every city, village, state, area-wise, youth coordinators, teen coordinators. We keep making. And they write their own work profile, basic work profile we have given on website. So it is everything. See, it was all the thought of our visionary, that how we can make it a platform where everyone is benefited. So
okay, one question that is popping up in my mind right at this moment is when I love your tagline that you were creating doers, not you didn't want donors. That was amazing. And the question that is coming to my mind is, when you didn't involve any monetary gains, you had a lot of people who were supporting you till date, right? So
yes.
and you have people who can associate and use the banner of India Redefined be it in any city, or it can be even a single person,
Yes,
if I've understood it correctly.
yes, definitely.
So, and you did mention that, a lot of NGOs associated and they got the returns, like with this synergistic association. So, did you ever feel that India Redefined was used as a stepping stone, or they took?
Yes.
But in a positive manner, I hope.
No, it is a very positive thing. A step means we are ourselves giving a platform that tomorrow Priti can come. Priti is a very good, suppose she is doing some motivational speech, then use this platform for you as a stepping stone. If Priti reaches the height, it is good, very nice. There is a place for everyone at the top. There is no competition.
There's enough for everyone, right? So I would like to ask one question is, you did mention that by profession you were a graphic designer.
Yes,
so,
and animator.
And animator. So did you work before starting this venture? Did you work somewhere?
Yes. See, I was a computer illiterate person in the beginning when I got married. Later on, when I had kids, I sent them in a boarding school, and then I learned the multimedia, graphics, animation. I did the courses, and then because my interest was in training always, so I got in some of the universities in Navi Mumbai and in Mumbai. I was staying in Navi Mumbai. I got as a visiting faculty because during that time it was very difficult to get animation and graphics trainers. You will not get a PhD in animation graphics at that time, at least. I don't know about now. And people, so many universities had started BA, MA, graphics, animation, 3D, 2D animation. So I got as a senior lecturer for 6-7 months only. I was teaching in one of the universities to students as a senior lecturer in graphic and animation, 2D, 3D animation. And then I opened my own institute of graphic animation. My husband had an animation studio also for 10, 12 years. So I was training students on the live projects. So, and I was also training the underprivileged also, as my passion was with the same resources. I was trying to teach them. So many stories of 600-700 students, some children became animator, graphic designer, right from the scratch. Ki English padhao, Hindi padhao, computer padhao, Word padhao, Excel padhao, PowerPoint padhao, फिर graphics में, and some of them became animators also. I got some award also in Navi Mumbai, this channel Women of the Year award, and one is Tri Shakti book came about me. And so those things happened. Some recognition also, problems also, things also, good, bad, everything happened. And
But the
so it was.
job that you did was only for 6 months.
I was more like a visiting faculty at some of the colleges and schools. After I got trained into graphic and animation, it was a real shortage of teachers during that time. So for 2 years, I was going to as a visiting faculty and all. But before that, for few months, I actually worked in the industry. There is a Maya Entertainment called this thing, a big animation studio. There I got a job for a few months only, where some TV serials and all this computer graphic special effects and all. I have worked on that in a magazine called Digit Magazine. The big coverage about me when I started becoming little famous. That computer illiterate person could do things in the industry and then in the training and things. That Digit magazine had covered 2-3 pages about me. That was a
So
famous
that's
magazine at that time.
so that's been an amazing transformation, and you are motivating so many women, especially as you mentioned that when you had kids, and when they that was a time post having kids also, you had this transformative journey wherein you not only defined yourself, and so any reason as to why did you name it as India Redefined?
We India Redefined name is given by our visionary only. First, he had named it Action for Change, but within few days he changed into India Redefined. See, we need to redefine India. Why we want to redefine India? Because we have in our mind we have made stages of India redefined. You just listen to these stages, then you will understand that why we thought about this. See, we need to make first one awaken India. All are utopian right now, okay, but something we can strive for. Okay, so awaken India by bringing about awareness, education, communication. We can make awaken India. Second stage, you can see a clean India. Cleaning of corruption first, oil pollution also, unhygienic conditions also, polluted environment also, contaminated water and soil also, anything that requires cleaning. Then we need to make it a green India, which is a result of clean India and achieved by using sustainable methods and technologies for a greener India. For example, emission reduction or reducing effects of climate change, rainwater harvesting. See, all these things, not that Ranjana Kanti is doing. We have got experts who are doing that. In fact, I feel like a dwarf in front of so many people who do so many good things. I don't give any objective to my adjective to myself, except that I'm a doer and trying to make many. I am so now I was on in the green India, this thing. Then we need to have a healthy India. With result from the green India and dedicating specific focus on healthcare issues, we can make it a healthy India. We can have a prosperous India by all these initiatives, which will naturally lead to prosperity across board. And then comes the happy India. And result of all initiatives, which may seem utopian, but something to strive for. India Redefined is also extending for Globe Redefined in 5, 6 countries, small places. Not there is no any entity, legal entity of Globe Redefined, but Globe Redefined. We have made a banner of Globe Redefined, and we are inviting leaders from different countries. Some have already come. That we let's make so. Now the word redefined come. Why we need to redefine, give that word redefine, globe redefined or India redefined? Why? So because these things, what I was saying about clean India, the same thing for cleaner globe, greener globe. So we have to redefine things. No, that is why we gave the name. And I found the name very interesting also. See, we don't need much. We just need love for our planet, passion to be catalyst of change. We should believe in our actions, in others' actions also. We should have trust in others to become committed and action for change. See, these things, what I'm saying, somewhere our visionary had written these things. Now, because I'm talking about that, I read his introduction so many times, so I could say that. So I'm inviting all organizations, citizens, experts, corporate, NGOs, NRIs, students, global Indians, project professionals, पोटेंशियल इम्प्लीमेंटेशन कहीं कहीं पे एनजीओ हमारे पार्टनर हैं, वो कहीं मान लो एजुकेट इंडिया, ग्रीन इंडिया या हेल्दी इंडिया का कोई प्रोजेक्ट हमारा मिलता है, स्पॉन्सर वाले भी प्रोजेक्ट है, सब कुछ फ्री में नहीं है. कॉर्पोरेट वी आर पिचिंग टू कॉर्पोरेट्स एंड मिनिस्ट्रीज टू स्पॉन्सर आवर प्रोजेक्ट. So they'll get one-stop solution for all the social development in that particular area. वो particular area गोवा में है, कन्याकुमारी, कश्मीर, we will have at least 4-5 NGOs as our partner on the grassroots level. We will have some research agency as our partner who knows about the problems. Even जिसके लिए project है, beneficiaries आदिवासी area में beneficiaries will also be our doers. ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म कहीं नहीं मिलेगा कि वो जिसके लिए काम कर रहे हो वो भी काम करेंगे एज ए डूअर. उनका एड अलग होगा, पता नहीं कितने पैसे खर्च करते हैं अपनी मार्केटिंग में. So we are inviting auditors. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry.
No, please go ahead. This is for you. I should not be stopping you.
We are inviting this social enterprise to come on board with us. You come, you sell your technology on this platform. If good technologies are there, that is endorsed by becoming India. That India Redefined is your NGO partner, and we have our NGO partners in all over India. So right now we are in the process of pitching our own in-house projects and also our NGO partners projects, and also the projects which technology providers or social enterprises who are empaneled with us, they have given us as India Redefined partner organization projects to these NGOs. And we are bringing together a host of experts in various social development verticals spread all the states. So I'm just requesting people to join as doers. Even even corporates, we are not telling them that okay, give us a check and only NGO will work on your for your CSR. CSR is mandatory for them. 2% of the profit they have to spend on CSR. So we are inviting them as citizen corporate collective responsibility. that you come, you be in that particular project. You're just not, we don't want just a check from you that you're giving us money to, or you're sponsoring our that project. You, some of the CSR activities, they are sometimes cleaning their own mess also. your इतना उनको चाहिए, ये pollution हो गया है, so they are doing that anyway. But we are there for them, but not only as a this thing that we just want money from them. We want them to be part of it, to do this as a part. So we have got our the projects like in Clean India. We have got projects on water, sanitation, hygiene. These are not the citizen sector projects. These are the CSR projects for which we are trying for funding. We did not take funding for 12 years, means from common people we did not take funding. अपने account में पैसे रखो, check काट के हमें नहीं दो, with that money we will do your project. ऐसा नहीं है कि पैसे नहीं लगे थे प्रोजेक्ट में. इंडिया रिडिफाइंड एनजीओ को हमने नहीं दिया, सो दैट द पर्सन एक्ट्स लाइक अ डूअर, नॉट लाइक अ डोनर कि ठीक है अब तुमने चेक काट के दिया, गर्ल चाइल्ड के लिए हम काम करेंगे, आपने बस चेक दे दिया. नो, यू कीप दैट, विद दैट वी कैन मेक अ सक्सेसफुल प्रोजेक्ट. बट व्हाट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट नाउ इज दैट अदर पार्ट ऑफ इट. फॉर द CSR we have made the projects in water, in Clean India, in water, sanitation, hygiene, wash, waste management, air, water, soil pollution. So many projects are there. We have on Educate India, we have projects on primary education, secondary education, adult education, skill development, digital education, teachers training projects. Green India, we have projects on environment, renewable energy, sustainability, biodiversity, eco farming, forestation. Healthy India, we have projects on M-Health, telemedicine, rural healthcare, emergency response training, and other health-related issues. So in 2022 only, first time money thing came when we are initiating citizen corporate collective responsibility by engaging with corporate bodies and help them with their CSR activities in specific areas under our experts panel and guidance. So we will be very happy to associate with the corporates in making your CSR programs more diverse, more vibrant, more effective, and we call it one-stop solution for CSR. So that is another part. Citizen movement is different part. There are 10 ways of joining. Students internship programs happening. So many programs are there. So it can be one-stop solution.
So I think this corporate citizen corporate program that you have, collective program that you have, that seems very, very interesting because as rightly mentioned by you, rather than just giving away the check and thinking that we have done our part, it will not redefine India. And we cannot, you are making people accountable, you're making citizens accountable, you're making corporates accountable. So action oriented, that lies at the heart of your movement. And doers and not donors, that's the tagline, and I'll always remember. And as rightly mentioned by you, I think the entire movement is very, very attractive. And they are not just getting the platform, but as you mentioned that you will give it a very wider approach. So any CSR project, because normally we all see that in the corporate, the moment the word NGO comes, the first question that comes to their mind is that, okay, how much of, what would be the check amount? But you have taken care of this part. And one question that I wanted to ask was, you have driven under your banner such massive mega projects, which only government seems to be handling. So did at any moment, at any point of time, did you have any issues because of using the word India, or because you were involved in such mega projects? So what were the challenges that you faced?
Many challenges. Many challenges, but then that is the part of life. When you get up now, in the whole day, whatever you do, 99.9% things fail. Only 0.1% things become success. So I work with that 0.1% things. I know that क्या क्या नहीं हो सकता, बहुत लंबी लिस्ट है. क्या हो सकता है पे I work. Glass is never empty for me, glass is half filled for me. So many challenges come, but I take it in a good spirit, that okay, so I try to understand from the other person's point of view that why that person is or organization is becoming obstacle. So it is very easy to defeat people, it is difficult to win people. I am trying to win people. So
So
challenges, if you ask
any
me,
particular challenge which helped
huh,
you, which acted as a catapult and uh, pushed this moment like a rocket. So any
yes,
challenge that you can think of, or would
yes,
you like
yes.
to share?
Yes, two things happened. One was before India Redefined started. That I will talk later. But in 2011, on 17th December, when India Redefined started, 2 years. So I was in Navi Mumbai, and one thing came in my mind to one of the campaign which I was always working, that there is a campaign called Motivating the Beggars to Leave Begging. Okay. So what I did, the whole, that was one campaign I did with a lot of, you can say heart and soul was involved in that. So I started choosing all the labor class people who will become the coordinator. When I say coordinator, we have the only thing we give them identity card, one visiting card, one appointment letter. Identity card is must. That is the one thing we give. Nothing else. We don't have money. We are still running with zero donation. So we give that. So I started choosing all the labor class people, दूध वाला, sabzi wala, mali, dhobi, bus conductor, this kachra uthane wala, all those labor class people. Highest was driver. We took permission in Navi Mumbai Nerul station from the station master. I don't know from whom, that we want from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock on 17th December 2011. We want station, a portion of station to for our program. Can you give us? It was difficult, but we got the permission. We did one thing, that before the campaign begins, these 10 people I chose as a coordinator, give them one identity card. All had to bring five people of their profession. सब्जी वाले को पांच सब्जी वाला, ड्राइवर को पांच ड्राइवर, दो शॉपकीपर, जो भी लेबर क्लास के उनको लाना था. And they had to bring five beggars, or beggar families on the station on 17th December. We appealed from the societies and the shops आसपास के थे जहां डब्बे रख दिए थे इंडिया रिडिफाइंड का लगा के, not as a भीख, but to start the new life. If these beggars stop begging, please give them जो भी बर्तन, चावल, दूध, चप्पल, कपड़े, whatever household things, सर्फ, साबुन, जो भी वो रख दिए थे, so that society is involved. And we had invited people, और इन सबको पांच पांच beggars को बुला के स्टेशन पे माइक का इंतजाम किया था. उनको अपनी अपनी स्टोरीज बतानी थी कि मैं तेरी तरह गरीब था, बिना पढ़ा लिखा था, गांव में रहता था, मुझे भी इंग्लिश नहीं आती थी, 10 दिन भूखा सोया लेकिन भीख नहीं मांगी, माली बना. 10 दिन भूखा सोया, भीख नहीं मांगी, ड्राइवर बना. 10 दिन भूखा सोया, भीख नहीं मांगी, ये किया. जो भी लेबर क्लास के लोग हैं, जिससे कि बेगर्स कैन आइडेंटिफाई विद देम कि ठीक है, ये मेरी, हमारे जैसे लोग कहेंगे तो कहेंगे कि दे दो और दे दो भीख, जो भी है, मैं नौकरी दिला दूं. और मोटिवेट होके फर्स्ट डे में 17 बेगर फैमिलीज और 10 छोटे बच्चे बेगर्स थे, उन्होंने भीख मांगना छोड़ा था. और उसके बाद इनको पीछे इनके पढ़ के इनको, इनका काम था उनको नौकरी दिलाना. उसमें ऑब्स्टेकल की बात मैं बाद में करती हूँ, सक्सेस और प्रॉब्लम दोनों आए कि जिस कचरे वाले माली धोबी के लिए कोई एनजीओ, कोई रोटरी क्लब, कोई लाइनस क्लब, अब तो वो सब भी हमारे पार्टनर हैं रोटरी लाइनस, वो काम करेंगे. जिस कचरे वाले के लिए कोई प्राइम मिनिस्टर काम करेगा, वो कचरे वाला तो हाथ बन गए हमारे ना, वी मेक डूअर्स, है ना, लाउड. लेकिन उस प्रोग्राम में जो प्रॉब्लम्स आई हैं, मे बी बेगर्स आर द वोट बैंक फॉर सो मेनी पीपल, उनको मतलब 17 दिसंबर को जब बेगर्स को इनवाइट किया गया था, उस एरिया में इतने होते थे, सब गायब. कहाँ लॉक, पता लगा वो एक कुछ मंदिर में लॉक थे, कुछ शनि टेम्पल है वहां पे, कुछ मस्जिद में लॉक थे. उसके बाद भी ऑटो वाले, बस वाले उठा उठा के इनको दूसरी जगह से ले आए और वहां पे ये वाला पूरा प्रोग्राम हुआ, इनको छुड़ाया गया। बहुत सारे कॉल्स आए घर पे कि ये प्रोग्राम नहीं करने को, सक्सेसफुल हुआ 50 जगह पे और वो प्रोग्राम हुआ है इन दिस 13 इयर्स। तो उसमें प्रॉब्लम्स भी आए, सोल्यूशन भी आए। वैसे ही जब इंडिया रिडिफाइंड नहीं स्टार्ट हुआ था तो आई वाज वर्किंग फॉर म्युनिसिपल, मैं म्युनिसिपल स्कूल में हमेशा इंटरेस्टेड होती थी कि वहाँ क्या पढ़ाई होती है। अभी भी मेरे इंटर्न्स जाते हैं म्युनिसिपल स्कूल में, इंग्लिश कंप्यूटर वगैरह पढ़ाते, पहले भी मैं उनको कहीं ना कहीं अपने स्टूडेंट्स को भेजती थी। तो क्या हुआ कि नवी मुंबई में एक एजुकेशन ऑफिसर से अपॉइंटमेंट, एक तो गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर में अपॉइंटमेंट बड़ी, अगर मैं चाहूँ कि मोदी जी मेरी बात सुन लें तो कभी 1-2 ईयर तक कभी मिलेगा ही नहीं अपॉइंटमेंट, कितने भी मेल लिख लूं, क्योंकि हम तो उसी 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 मतलब उसी काम में हाथ दे रहे हैं ना। मिशन एंड मिशन कैंपेन में सिर्फ वेबसाइट ही आईटी के बच्चे बनाते रहते हैं, मतलब बहुत इनोवेटिव कैंपेन्स है हमारे। एनीवे है, तो वो जो था वो एजुकेशन ऑफिसर, उसको मैंने बोला कि मुझे म्युनिसिपल स्कूल्स में एक परमिशन दिला दो कि संडे को एक्स्ट्रा क्लासेस होंगी, कंप्यूटर भी हम लाएंगे और उनका कंप्यूटर और इंग्लिश की पढ़ाई होगी। नहीं नहीं मैडम, ऑलरेडी पढ़ाई हो रही है, आपको कंप्यूटर लाने की जरूरत ही नहीं है। उसने मुझे 500 कंप्यूटर्स का एक पूरा वो दिखाया कि उसने कहाँ से खरीदा है, क्या कहते हैं, रिसीप्ट दिखाया कहाँ से खरीदा है ये वो, और सारे म्युनिसिपल स्कूल में लगा हुआ है। फॉर्चुनेटली दैट डे आई हैड माय ड्राइवर एंड कार। मैंने अपने ड्राइवर को बोला कि अपने बच्चों को म्युनिसिपल स्कूल लेके चलो। मैं 20 म्युनिसिपल स्कूल गई नवी मुंबई के, कहीं कोई कंप्यूटर नहीं था। उस दिन ये थॉट आया कि ये लोग जो है ये मतलब वो, उनको ये भी नहीं लगता है कि किसी पर्सन को आप आराम से दिखा रहे हैं कि कंप्यूटर लगाए हुए हैं, वो कहाँ के कंप्यूटर। तभी अकाउंटेबिलिटी, तभी प्रेशर ग्रुप बनने का ख्याल आया। और 2012 में जब अन्ना जी का मूवमेंट, मैं तो उसको फेलियर कहूंगी, दो आई एम रियली रिस्पेक्ट अन्ना जी बहुत बहुत में, लेकिन वो क्या है ना कि एक पर्सन के अच्छे कामों पे था, किसी और पे उंगली उठाने का था, करप्शन के खिलाफ था, धरना मोर्चा करके था, बाकी सब टोपी लगा के बैठ गए थे, अधिकारों के लिए एक साथ आ गए थे। अधिकारों के लिए तो छोटा बच्चा भी जागरूक होता है, ठीक है। लेकिन तब हमने डिसाइड किया कि कर्तव्य के लिए जागृत भारत, खाली अधिकारों के लिए जागृत लोग सोचते हैं ना, कर्तव्य के लिए जागृत, और वो भी एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे होगा, वो बिना धरना मोर्चा के वो अपने आप प्रेशर ग्रुप का काम करेगा, जो ऑलरेडी कर रहा है, कई जगह पे हो रहा है। आई डोंट इवन टॉक अबाउट इट, आई डोंट वांट टू, आई बिकॉज मुझे 10 इयर्स तक मैं मीडिया में नहीं आती थी, ऐसे इंटरव्यू नहीं देती थी। नाउ आई फील स्ट्रांग इनफ बिकॉज ऑफ सो मच ऑफ सपोर्ट फ्रॉम सपोर्टर्स एंड 13 लाख पीपल, एनजीओज, पार्टनर्स की, ठीक है, आई कैन से दैट, बट आई एम रियली, बिकॉज मीडिया कभी पार्टनर की तरह बिहेव ही नहीं करता है। मुझे सम ऑफ द टीवी चैनल के प्रोग्राम से मुझे डर लगता है कि हाँ आप कैसे बनाने वाली है हैप्पी इंडिया, अब क्या जवाब दूं, कैसे बनाने वाली, कोई फॉर्मूला थोड़ी ना है। सो मेनी पीपल ट्राइड फॉर टू डू दैट, अन्ना जी ट्राइड फॉर डू दैट, बट हमने वो एंटी करप्शन का नाम नहीं लिया। वो अपने आप नागरिक सशक्तिकरण आंदोलन, सिटीजन एम्पावरमेंट मूवमेंट, अपने आप जहां जहां बहुत सारे लोग दिख रहे हैं वहां अपने आप वो FIR भी लिखते हैं, वो म्युनिसिपल स्कूल की प्रिंसिपल के फोन भी आते हैं कि नहीं नहीं मैडम मैं नहीं पैसे मांग रही थी, आई डोंट नो व्हाट हैपेंड, बट वो हम लेके जा, हमारा एक कोलाज बना लेते हैं लोग कि हाँ दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से आए हैं एंड दैट इज वर्किंग। अब अगर इसके पीछे भी मीडिया पड़ गई कि क्या है क्या नहीं क्या, तो आई एम रियली, मतलब आई थिंक दिस विल बी माय लास्ट इंटरव्यू देन।
No, don't worry. This is not a typical media interview. This is just going to present your story in your own way, in your own words. We will not try to mince or put our words in
नहीं,
it.
मैं चाहती हूँ, मुझे मीडिया की जरूरत है प्रीति, आई वांट मीडिया, क्योंकि एक एक को बता बता के सोचो कितना टाइम लगता है।
Yeah.
मीडिया बाय डूइंग दिस यू आर गिविंग मी अ प्लेटफॉर्म कि ये आवाज जो है वो बहुत सारी जगह तक पहुंच जाए, है ना। मीडिया का ये हेल्प तो होता ही है ना। आज अगर नेशनल चैनल पे इंडिया रिडिफाइंड को बता दिया तो सोचो कितने सारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, कितने सारे लोग ज्वाइन कर लेंगे। मुझे जानता ही कौन है, कोई नहीं जानता है। 13 लाख वी आर सोइंग, तो एक जगह पे थोड़ी ना है। अगर यहाँ पे गुड़गांव में बुलाऊं तो 10 लोग भी नहीं आने वाले हैं, कोई एक जगह।
So,
और बड़े शहरों में तो वैसे भी जीरो प्रेजेंस है, छोटे शहरों और छोटे गाँव में प्रेजेंस है इंडिया रिडिफाइंड की।
so no, because through this story, I'm sure, like this इनकी जो भी coverage है या जो भी audience है, that is all across in the city. So I really hope your vision, जो आपकी dream है, कि आप ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोगों तक पहुंचाएं, and not just लोगों but corporate So I think story behind the name, it focuses on people from all walks of life. So let's try our best to fulfill your vision. I'm moving on to my next question. So your inspiration, you did mention, is the visionary Mr. Ranjana Kanti, your husband. So any other
No,
inspiration
no, not
or
only Anurag.
mentors?
Kanti has given me a nice platform. So even if he gives me a lot of gifts and all, this is the best gift he gave. So I'm very happy with that. We have our own fights and problems also. ऐसा नहीं है कि अनुराग कांति के मैं पीछे पीछे कोई भक्त टाइप हूँ या I appreciate. I'm his appreciator. But there are a lot of people they are my role model. You can say our prime minister is my role model. मेरा जो एजुकेट इंडिया प्रोग्राम है पूरा इंस्पायर्ड है वेंडी क्रॉप की टीच फॉर अमेरिका सुना होगा, उसका टीच फॉर इंडिया है. उसकी स्टोरी देखो. आई डोनेट 6 months of my life for those who are underprivileged. ये मेरा वो है एजुकेट इंडिया का. दैट इज इंस्पायर्ड बाय हर. देयर आर सो मेनी हॉलीवुड पीपल आई नो जिन्होंने बाद में अपने स्टार्टअप का वो करके दे वर्क फॉर सो मेनी कॉजेज लाइक Richard Gere, for example, he has worked for so many other causes also. So many big people. Kiran Bedi is my this thing. Ideal, you can say. I'm inspired by too many people, and not only the big people. I'm inspired by. There are people I get inspired by. Very small, a person who's doing just cleaning in the street and is doing so well her this thing that I get inspired by them also. There are too many people who I get inspired by. They are my role models. There are I know I had left my purse in a taxi. The taxi driver came after 1 hour and returned that this thing. I'm inspired by his honesty also. So I'm inspired by so many people. So many people. I'm inspired by so many politicians. I'm inspired by Subhash Chandra Bose. I'm inspired. I'm inspired by. I'm inspired by. You can say there are so many social workers. I'm inspired by. Even our partner NGOs. My supporters. So I feel ashamed if I get some award because the actual award should go to them. It should not come to me. I don't do. I have become like a telephone operator and a person sitting only on Zoom and doing this thing. I will hardly call myself a social worker now. So the things I talked about, I did much before. So I'm inspired by too many people. Every day someone inspires me.
But I'm sure when you receive the award, the joy and satisfaction is equally shared by them because you are representing them. And even though you may not feel like receiving, they are doing the actual work. But I think the joy is equally shared by everyone who is associated with India Redefined. Yes, please, you were saying something.
अवार्ड से बहुत फायदा एक हो जाता है कि थोड़ी माइलेज मिल जाती है. अवार्ड गेट्स यू माइलेज कि ठीक है रिकॉग्निशन वो एंडोर्समेंट कि नॉट दैट कि वर्क का वॉल्यूम बढ़ता है अवार्ड से. वर्क सेम होता है बट एंडोर्समेंट मिल जाती है. बट एट द सेम टाइम अवार्ड कंपनी इवेंट कंपनी वाले प्रमोट भी करते हैं. हमें भी कहते हैं यू प्रमोट दैट कि यू गॉट दिस. तो उससे ना लोग जो हैं वो आई एम जस्ट फेस ऑफ ए कॉमन पर्सन इन इंडिया रिडिफाइंड. तो अगर मैं खुद एक सेलिब्रिटी बनने लगूं तो इंडिया रिडिफाइन का मुझे फेयर है कि वो फेलियर नहीं हो जाए कि वो मैं कहीं फॉलोअर नहीं बनाने लगूं. बड़े लोगों के ना फॉलोअर बनते हैं, उनके लीडर बन ही नहीं सकते हैं. वो खुद लीडर्स होते हैं ना. इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर अ लीडर टू मेक लीडर्स. तो लीडर्स मेक फॉलोअर्स एंड वी नीड लीडर्स इन आवर कंट्री. और दूसरा इंडिया रिडिफाइंड को बहुत परफेक्ट बना के हम प्रेजेंट ही नहीं किया हमने कभी भी. किसी चीज को बनाने में अगर लोगों का हाथ हो तो ही वो अपना समझेंगे ना उसको. तो इसीलिए मेरे जैसे इम्परफेक्ट पर्सन को शायद खड़ा कर दिया कि हाँ दिस इज द फेस. लोग करते रहते हैं उसको, अभी भी बना रहे हैं लोग. उसको खुद बना के इम्प्रूव करेंगे. परफेक्शन डज नॉट हैव स्कोप ऑफ इम्प्रूवमेंट. और उसके बाद फिर वो जो परफेक्ट बना के दो तो फिर everyone will become. तो लीडर तो तब है ना जो उसको बनाने में हेल्प करें, तब लोग अपना समझेंगे. सो पीपल कंसिडर इंडिया रिडिफाइंड एज देयर ओन मूवमेंट, ओन प्लेटफॉर्म. और एक बहुत बढ़िया एग्जांपल मुझे याद आया जो मेरे विजनरी हमारे विजनरी ने कोट किया था कि वाई अगर पेड़ तो वैसे भी लगेंगे तो इंडिया रिडिफाइंड के उस पे क्यों लगे. तो ही सेड वन thing very nicely that India Redefined is giving structure to the desire of people who are wanting to do good work, but why together on one platform. He said that fireflies, jugnu, in a jungle do not light up the jungle. But by coming together, we can create a light source, Prakash Punj, to bring the brightness. So that is one this thing. And third, very nice thing which kind of becomes motivation for me, that for me success is never the goal कि ठीक है आपका aim क्या है, and मैंने कह दिया happy India, but for me each day of journey and each day कुछ छोटा सा भी किया तो वो success है. मैं 100% को success नहीं कहती हूँ, 40% से 41% is a success for me कि ठीक है इतना किया. And success breeds more success. And इसीलिए एक सिंपल एक्टिविटीज सिटीजन्स के लिए इसलिए रखी, द सिंपल एक्टिविटीज डन सक्सेसफुली मोटिवेट्स बिगर सक्सेस. सो that is what was the thought process.
So beautiful. It's a beautiful thought, not to keep 100% as your goal, but to enjoy the journey rather than just focusing on the goal. You did mention a lot on the trust factor. So maybe this is the reason आप awards and accolades से भी कतराते हैं, because you don't want to equate, like people equating India Redefined with any other NGO. So you're not there for any kind of awards and accolades. You need recognition, but in the hearts of people, right? Not
not recognition. I want India Redefined to become popular, not Ranjana Kanti. I don't want to promote Ranjana Kanti. She should, no one knows, no, कोई नेबर भी नहीं जाने तो ठीक है ना, तो क्या ऐसा कौन सी बात है, ऐसी कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है वो कि पता लगा कल को people start calling me a leader or activist or this thing. Only adjective I can give to myself is a doer, and I'm trying to. But India Redefined should become कि कल को अगर मेरी life मेरे बाद भी, even if I'm not alive, our visionary is not alive, India Redefined becomes a success, and it extends to Globe Redefined, so that everywhere lot of people do good works, they also get their rights on doing the good works. And जितना मतलब एक बिल्डिंग को बनाने में जितने ज्यादा हाथ होंगे उतना ही अच्छी बनेगी ना बिल्डिंग. So a country you can consider like that.
Absolutely. The philosophy that I follow of Nichiren Buddhism, so there also our president says, rather than one person walking 100 steps, it is better that, each person works together one step. So, more the better. Okay, so I would like to ask here, so what is your future plan? I'm sure many people must have, inquired you about this question. So what are your future plans in terms of India Redefined for the next 5 years?
My plans, you can say, in at least 5 years, I really want to reach out to crores of people, not only in India, across globe. From 1.5 million, I want to become at least 1.55 billion people should become the supporters of this platform. I want to empanel as many organizations as they can, where they are benefited. I want to give, see, this platform is not asking for anything. This platform is giving to people. Na? Organizations can take this. CSR के लिए भी ले रहे हैं, but उन्हीं का तो CSR problem solve कर रहे हैं ना, कि how the money, the 100% money should go in the work, in the development work. नॉट कि बैठ के अपने कागज बना रहे हैं, अपने ऑफिस एम्प्लॉइज को दे रहे हैं, अपने उसको दे रहे हैं, अपने एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में पैसे खर्च कर रहे हैं, 50% गोज तो उन्हीं. और वी वांट द ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस, again I will say the implementation partners, more and more NGOs to become our part, more. And in many countries I am already I'm inviting people to come and be a part of this, and they start the globe redefined in their way. Find a common person in your country like me, and start doing that. So it should become a collective responsibility of all four pillars of nation, namely citizens, corporate, NGOs, and government. All four pillars can make the world a happier place. So that is why this thing. And one wish is there, that I am a great fan of our Prime Minister. So I really want that someday he listens to this interview. He's a wonderful person. I really want to support him. I want to give this moment to him, that this is there to support him. We have got, there are some very good campaigns. One of the campaign is Cure India. We named it Citizens United for Redefining and Empowering. We in house also, my sons also, sometimes one of them is in the creative field, so he gave this name and he made the very good designs of this thing. So uska ek campaign hai ek ka 10. एक का 10 कैंपेन क्या है कि हर पढ़े लिखे पर्सन को 10 फॉलोअर उसके ऐसे हो कि वो उनको पॉलिटिकली मेंटर कर सके। पॉलिटिकली इलिटरेट, मैं खुद भी पॉलिटिकली इलिटरेट हूँ, कि वो मेंटर, उनका वोट नहीं खरीदा जा सके, उनका जात पात के नाम पे, कास्ट के नाम पे वोट नहीं। तो कहीं कहीं पे हमारा 1 का 10 चलता है कि 6 महीने तक यू मेक योर, और अपने आप में फॉलोअर नहीं बनते, यू डू सम चेंजेस इन लाइफ। मैंने बनारस के धोबी घाट के धोबी के बेटे को कंप्यूटर पढ़ा के वो कर दिया, तो मेरा वैसे ही फैन बन गया है, उसका वोट कोई नहीं खरीद सकता। आई विल ऑलवेज टेल हिम कि राइट पर्सन, ऑनेस्ट पर्सन को वोट दो। तो मैं किसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी की बात नहीं कर रही हूँ। हाँ, ऑनेस्ट पीपल शुड रीच दैट दिस थिंग। तो उस टाइप के कैंपेन्स भी हमारे हैं 1 का 10, कि ठीक है कि ऑनेस्ट पीपल शुड गेट दिस थिंग। लेकिन आई डोंट नो वेदर माय दिस थिंग विल, बिकॉज हमारे यहाँ पे एक आध मूवमेंट ऐसे भी हो गए वेयर इट बिकेम लाइक अ, मतलब पॉलिटिकल पार्टी बन गई, वो बन गई। इंडिया रिडिफाइंड, वी आर नॉट एफिलिएटेड टू एनी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी, वी आर नॉट, वी हैव गॉट एनी प्लान्स लाइक दैट टू बिकम। in fact, we don't even let any political party put their banner and everything on our this thing. But we do not hesitate to work with each and every good people, each and every, even with the political party, it's okay, we should work with them for the good causes. We are there to, कि उसी सिस्टम के अगेंस्ट नहीं जा रहे हैं, किसी पे उंगली नहीं उठा रहे हैं कि ये खराब, वो भ्रष्टाचार नहीं। वी आर गिविंग, पुरानी बिल्डिंग को खराब करने से भी वो अच्छा नहीं हो जाएगा ना, पॉइंट करने से। टू मेक अ न्यू बिल्डिंग वी आर गिविंग मोर हैंड्स ओनली टू द गवर्नमेंट। सो गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर को कब पता चलेगा कि वी आर देयर फॉर देम, आई डोंट नो। बहुत बार लेटर्स लिखे, ईमेल, वो तो फेंक दिया जाता होगा। आई डोंट थिंक सो, इट नेवर वेंट। मुझे कभी कभी लगता है कि ये 16 कंट्री, अभी यूएस के एक जर्नलिस्ट ने इंटरव्यू लिया, दैट वेंट टू 16 कंट्रीज। मुझे लगता है वहां बाहर कुछ स्टार्ट हो जाएगा ज्यादा, तो पता लगा यहाँ क्वेश्चन नहीं किया जाए कि हमें क्यों नहीं बताया। बताया था, बहुत बार बताया, बहुत लेटर्स ईमेल्स लिखे। तो सब जितने मन की बात, जो ईमेल जहां मिलते हैं हम लोग लिखते हैं कि हम तो उसी सिस्टम में हाथ दे रहे हैं। लेकिन क्योंकि मूवमेंट्स हो चुके हैं जहां पे एक नई पॉलिटिकल पार्टी खड़ी हो गई, तो ऐसा नहीं हो कि उनको भी ये फियर हो कि ऐसा ही कुछ हो जाएगा। नो नो नो, वी आर जस्ट गिविंग हैंड इन दैट सिस्टम, कि जो सिटीजन बैठे बैठे बेनिफिट होते हैं, बैठे बैठे पॉलिटिकल बस बातें करते हैं कि टीवी के कि एक क्रिकेट का मैच हो रहा है ऑडियंस की तरह, दे बिकम द ड्राइवर्स। है ना, we don't need passengers, we need drivers in this country, on this globe, कि वो जो है इस कंट्री के डेवलपमेंट में, इस ग्लोब के डेवलपमेंट में उनका हाथ हो। दैट इज ऑल। अभी तो एक मेरे को एक सिंगल स्ट्रगल अभी हो रही है प्रीति, कि इंडिया रिडिफाइंड की बात, suppose I am not there, Ranjana Kanti does not want to come into limelight, I am not there, something happens, so who's going to tell so passionately about what happened? It will become like a lost story. वो 13 लाख फिजल आउट हो जाएंगे ना, कोई मोटिवेट करने। तो वो 13 लाख 13 करोड़ बन जाएं इतना वो बन जाए कि हाँ एवरीवन नोज अबाउट दिस, इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल, जो भी आप बिजनेस कर लो इस पे एक्सपोर्टर इंपोर्टर मैच हो जाएंगे, बायर सेलर मैच हो जाएंगे, अपने प्रोडक्ट को सर्विस को बेचो, पैसे कमाओ। इसमें स्किल डेवलपमेंट के कितने बढ़िया बढ़िया हमारे प्रोग्राम्स होते भी हैं और करते भी हैं, जिसमें कि कितने अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट सबसे बेसिक प्रॉब्लम रहती है, वह कितने सारे पूरे कोरोना के ड्यूरिंग हमारा जो है ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन, हर भाषा में हमने ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन इंटर्न से ही कराते रहते थे कि 10 स्लम के बच्चे जो बड़े बड़े स्कूल्स कॉलेजेस में हो रहा था ना ऑनलाइन पढ़ाई, तो उनके तो हो नहीं रहे थे, जिनको हम खुद कहते हैं कि पढ़ाई करो, उनकी क्लासेस चल रही थी कितनी जगह, कितनी जगह। आई डोंट इवन, यू कैन गो टू इवन मेरा रंजना कांति के फेसबुक पे, यू कैन वन कैन गो एंड सी टाइमलाइन पे अभी 600-700 जर्नीज मैंने डाली हैं with photograph of people doing it and all, and you can see our videos. ऐसे भी मैं कहती हूँ वेबसाइट हम इतना अच्छा बना ही नहीं पाए, क्योंकि वेबसाइट बनाने पे पैसे हम नहीं खर्च करना चाह रहे थे, शुरू में किसी से वॉलंटरी बनाया वही चल रहा है। कई कॉर्पोरेट कमेंट भी करते हैं कि हाँ एक वेबसाइट जो है वो सिंपल सी वेबसाइट बनाई हुई है, बट अदरवाइज देयर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स हैपनिंग। सब कुछ वेबसाइट पे हम नहीं दिखा पाते हैं कि क्या हो रहा है। एक कोने में इस समय मैं आपसे बात कर रही हूँ, 50 जगह प्रोग्राम हो रहे होंगे कहीं ना कहीं। So India Redefined is, as you asked now, how do you do so many things? Are Ranjana Kanti is not India Redefined. India Redefined is full of supporters and all. They are doing na. मैं नहीं कर रही हूँ।
Okay, so coming, to my second last question, I would like you to share any awards and accolades which you always cherished and you would like to share with us.
Awards, the first award I cherished, एक मुझे एक फर्स्ट अवार्ड मिला था मुंबई में वुमेन लीडर का, उसमें इंडिया रिडिफाइंड एज अ वुमेन लीडर मेरी स्पीच थी, वो स्पीच मेरी बहुत फेमस हुई थी, इंडिया रिडिफाइंड की फर्स्ट स्पीच थी। एंड इंडिया रिडिफाइंड इन द सेम अवार्ड फंक्शन, इंडिया रिडिफाइंड गॉट इन 2009 बेस्ट ह्यूमैनिटेरियन इनिशिएटिव ऑफ द ईयर अवार्ड। 2000 वही तो हुआ ना, स्टार्ट हुआ ये क्या 18th March 2009 was the first day India Redefined was started, and same month में इंडिया रिडिफाइंड को वो क्योंकि हम पॉपुलर कर रहे थे उस वक्त जो भी सोशल मीडिया पे, तो इट गॉट द बेस्ट ह्यूमैनिटेरियन इनिशिएटिव ऑफ द ईयर अवार्ड। सो दैट अवार्ड आई रियली चेरिश्ड। फिर हैबिटेट सेंटर वगैरह में मिले, कुछ और मिले अवार्ड्स, अभी थोड़े दिन पहले डॉटर ऑफ सॉइल का एक मिला था, और अभी मुंबई में कुछ मिले, लेकिन 10 साल तो अवार्ड लिए ही नहीं ना, वी जस्ट सेड नो टू अवार्ड्स फॉर 10 years। 2012 में लिया लास्ट, 2022 में अभी एक लिया हमने।
So the speech you did mention, there was a speech which became very famous. So any line that you still remember or is close to your heart?
वो ना वो स्पीच जो था ना वो वो वुमेन, आई विल टेल अ फनी थिंग अबाउट दैट स्पीच। वैसे तो उसमें बहुत बढ़िया बढ़िया लाइंस थी उस स्पीच में, जो बहुत सारी काफी फेमस भी हुई, बट उसमें मैंने एक बात बोली थी कि that is about like a funny thing, not like a motivation. You should not come in an interview. I think I will not say that.
It's okay. It's okay. So we would just come to our last question. Your parting words for your audience.
My parting word to the audience is just one thing, that please collaborate. Together we can do anything. Anything we can do together. Single, we all are doing single things. वहां पे किया, that will not become like a light source. So come together on one platform, collaborate with us, come together. Let it be a common united platform. I'm inviting everyone, all project professionals, many NGOs, all supporters, common people, students, technology providers, government sector, all these. See, these PSUs, they have a lot of money for their CSR. I don't know where we are. It is so difficult to reach the right people to give them this thing. We want to sit with them. Our team of experts are there who will sit with them. कैसे कोई फिल्म बनाने में प्री प्रोडक्शन होता है, वैसे उनको वो जहां पे कहेंगे वहां पे प्रोजेक्ट बन जाएगा, कहीं पे भी। किसी भी पार्ट, नॉट ओनली इन इंडिया, बाहर भी प्रोजेक्ट बन जाएगा उनके हिसाब से, इम्प्लीमेंट इतना बढ़िया होगा कि उनको खुद ही माइलेज मिल जाएगी. सो प्लीज कम टुगेदर. You just need love for the country, planet. You just need you become like a catalyst of change. You don't act, and to common people I am saying, don't act like a passenger. It is your own country. This earth, this planet is your own planet. So come together, be the driver. We need drivers, we need leaders who can do, who can make changes. So make your own story with the society. Make your, either it is 2 hour story or 2 years story. What you did for, you can do for society. Here the platform is there, our supporters will be there with you. So please, and to media I'm telling that please be the part, be our partner. Not, don't put us me someday in the position where, like how Preeti was so nice, very nice Preeti, I must compliment you. It was so easy, nice interview. So not, don't corner me in this thing where you are asking me questions. I don't have answer for questions. I don't have a formula for happy India. Be a part of us. Be a part of us and let us make it together a happy India. That's all.
Absolutely. It, it'll have ripple effect, and we cannot expect a great change in just few days with just few people trying to work for it. You have done a great job, and the kind of changes that you have manifested from 2009, if I'm not wrong,
Yes,
2009, and we are now in 2022. So
13 years.
yes, so Rome was not built in one day. So absolutely. So I am very, very grateful for your insights, learning about your life journey. And I would still admit that it's not possible to experience entirely what you have gone through. But we are really grateful that you have shared your story with story behind the name. And I would be waiting for your publication, and I'm looking forward to sharing your story which you have shared with us. So thank you so much for your valuable time. And